Hello, hello, welcome. My name is Gilganos and today we are playing The Altars, the new game that just dropped by 11-Bit Studios, the creators of games like This War of Mine and Frostpunk. Both two of my, well, mostly Frostpunk, one of my favorite games that I've played in recent years, in the past 10 years or so. This War of Mine, also a very, very good game. Haven't played as much of that one, but still a very good game. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I did have it on the radar, obviously, but not that it would drop today. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's go, go, go. All right, new story. What do I know about the? What do I know? What do I know about the game? Not much. I know that we are playing as. Actually, let's go back for a second here. As this guy, who I think is called Jan. And I think we're gonna create clones of him, because we have to survive on some alien planet or somehow. And that's it. I'm assuming it's gonna be some kind of, from the pictures I've seen, some kind of survival base building, base management game, so... I'm looking forward to what 11-Bit Studio cooked up here. Alright, I'm a little confused as to why we can choose our difficulty here. The Altars is a mixture of various gameplay genres. Feel free to adapt the difficulty levels of each element to your own preferences. You can change these settings at any time. I'm confused because I don't think we had this... I mean, obviously you could... There was an advanced option in Frostpunk, for example, right, where you could choose the difficulty, right? But I think you had to, like, open that manually. So I'm a bit confused that this just appears here, but obviously we just... Do we want to make it harder? Nah, we're gonna do it on standard for now, because yeah, the difference between Frostpunk on normal and Frostpunk on hard is pretty big, so we'll just stay like this for now. Radiation can be lethal. Oh, really? Well, thanks for telling, I guess. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route. While the sun burns behind the islands. Oh, that's the end, okay. Sounded as if the... Thomas Tranströmer, the Blue House. Sounded like there would be more after that.
How did I end up here?
From the beginning of life.
All its ups and downs led me to this place. Far from home. Far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown. The destination.
Journey, huh? I wonder. Is the destination though? Out of sight. I do know that we're gonna end up on an alien planet, but I don't know why we're there, obviously.
Just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown.
That doesn't look good.
I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
Another branching? Are we upside down? Or is the planet upside down? Oh, hello. Hey, we're in an escape pod, safety capsule. Cool.
That was a tough landing.
Didn't you sleep through the landing?
Polsky here. Do you read me?
Okay.
Anyone?
So we shouldn't be alone. Interesting.
Nothing. I need to figure out what happened.
Now, immediately I wonder, like... Well, first of all, is this the planet where we were meant to go? Or did something go wrong? And, you know, like, we landed somewhere else? And then, of course, second question is this planet inhabited? Actually, that kind of depends, like, right? If we're on But he probably should know if this is the planet where he wanted to go, right? Because he would probably know where we wanted to go, right? That would make sense. I'm just wondering who was he calling for, you know, like, are we assuming that we're coming here to an inhabited planet and meeting up with other people? I have some satisfactory flashbacks here. Well, except for the rain and a much grimmer atmosphere. Alright, this seems to be a flare probably sent from our capsule, right? Which would reinforce the idea of us expecting to be found here, right? So that the planet would be inhabited. Or maybe it might just be an automatic emergency system, right? Doesn't really... I mean, it might be water, right? But very oily water, I guess. Water. Or maybe something entirely different. No, that's just a... Yeah, I'm not sure if I should play this with mouse and keyboard, because if there's like base management going on and stuff, I would want to play it with mouse and keyboard. I am currently playing it with mouse and keyboard, but I'm very not used to, you know, like third player. What's it called? Third person view. Oh my god. Especially not when it's on the side. Like, he's not in the center, which is weirding me out a little, to be honest. I think I've had that before in like one game, and I guess you get used to it at some point, right? But yeah, I'll stick to mouse and keyboard for now. There's more flares. Why is there more flares?
It's an emergency flare from my capsule.
Oh yeah, okay. Makes sense, I guess. Why should we look out for this? Weren't I fired by my capsule? Why would the capsule mark a path using flares for us? Can it jump? No, I cannot jump. Too bad. Can I can sprint. Okay, good to know. Can I crouch? No, it just walks. Interesting. Okay, so the control, which is often a crouch button, is just... You know, there is a tutorial. Thank you, tutorial. I mean, look at this. It's really interesting. I'm pretty sure we're not on Earth, right? I don't think that, like, you're gonna have rock formations on this. Oh, maybe we do.
This is Jan Dolsky. I've landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray.
Astray as in wrong planet, or astray as in wrong region where we landed?
Maybe the radio's broken.
Okay, so he clearly expects there to be someone answering, right? But I'm confused because he always says his last name as well, right? You know, I'm confused because it seems like he would expect to be expected. But why would he say his full name then, right? You know, like if he... Like, I'm currently assuming that we should have gone to a planet where he knows people. Like, he was on a transfer. Like, maybe he was working on that planet and he was basically commuting, right? I don't know. I don't know how far in the future this is, so... whatever. Let's not think about it too much. We're gonna find out anyways, right, at some point. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna have survival elements, right? Or maybe it's just because of the tutorial. And I can't see any the typical gauges, right? Like a hunger gauge or a sleep gauge, a thirst gauge, whatever, right? Well, I guess I wouldn't want to drink this water. It looks so weird, you know, like some of the... Is it crystal or glass or something? Because they're so shiny, they look different from afar, right? And it feels like something that would be highlighted so we can go to it and pick it up, right? I have no idea if we're gonna have items here that we can pick up and stuff. Although it doesn't really strike me as that kind of game, right? There's another flare. There's another flare up there, interesting. I guess our capsule shot these pretty far. Well, then again, like, climbable rocks are marked with a dot. Approach them and press E to climb. Then again, I mean, we fell through that atmosphere, right? So But why would a capsule fire that many flares? I mean, obviously because it's convenient for to mark the path through the tutorial, right? I see. Makes sense. Yeah. Game mechanics, convenient game mechanics are convenient, right? There's another parachute. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was just like, why is there a parachute here? This one would have been ripped off, right, if it was from our capsule. But obviously there's there's multiple capsules. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Of course, we're not the only ones who were on the spaceship or whatever we came here with, right? So that the people he's trying to talk to via radio are his crew members.
No, it's the captain. Shit.
Deceased. Okay.
Deceased. What the hell? Not much I can do for her now. Oh,
Are you sure? Like, you didn't even try anything? I mean, it looks pretty intact, so why don't you just open it and see for yourself? Maybe it's just a... Oh, now we have some gauge below there. And like, maybe it's just a malfunction of the capsule. Maybe just open it up and see what's going on inside there. Okay, no, that makes sense then. Then again, I don't know why he's using his full name then, right? Like, well, maybe they have multiple yarns. But like, don't you think they would know his name?
What happened? Shipping crash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it.
Yeah, but then let's just open it and have a look at her. I mean, are we sure? I mean, obviously she's not moving, but it might... I don't know, I don't trust this. I mean, the capsule looks very intact, and we can see the parachute up there, right? So, I mean, it might... I mean, okay, it might be that parachute got ripped off up there, and then the impact of the capsule... Would you die? Yeah, probably from this height, right? I don't know. Not an expert here. Then again, you would assume that, you know, like, there's more safety measures for these capsules, right? I mean, that's literally what they're made for. They're literally made for planetfall, right? The one parachute being ripped off shouldn't be that much of a problem, right? But hey. There's always these reflections of which I think it's an interaction point, you know? That's why I'm turning around and stuff. I love this. Rocky formations and stuff. Oh yeah, we have... that's... I realized it before, but then he started talking. We have 2 gauges, as it seems, in the bottom left. I think one of them is a radioactive sign, right? I'm assuming that's power. I'm currently wondering if it's 2 gauges or just 1 gauge. It might just be... You know, it might be that we have the right... the bars are how much power we have, and the left thing maybe is like the... I'm assuming we're gonna have a nuclear component in our energy system, right? So maybe there's like a... I know, like I was saying like a nuclear not overload, you know, like a meltdown thingy.
Mobile base.
Why would we have that, right?
There it is.
A mobile base.
Olski here. Anyone copy? If you can hear me,
I love the atmosphere of
located the
this.
base.
It's really eerie.
Try and get down there.
Like, it feels like there could be an alien jumping at me at any
Closer
moment.
to the drop-off point.
Another parachute over
I
there.
gotta keep moving.
More flares down there. And another parachute, so there might be more capsules waiting. What's it up there? Probably just rocks. Yeah, I have no idea if we're gonna meet some aliens at some point. But I'm pretty sure it's not a horror game, so... And it just feels like something could be happening at any moment, right? Which is probably the idea behind. This is so interesting. It looks like well, sorry. Almost got stuck. It looks like waves. And I'm not sure. It's probably just because of it's a game, you know. But I mean, it's raining. It keeps raining, but there's no water pooling anywhere, right? I mean, obviously you can see the glistening rocks there, the wet rocks, but there's no water pooling anywhere. Even though it, well, I guess on the floor, but not up here, for example. Now that might just be graphics, right? I'm wondering because this looks like waves, like waves that were petrified or something, right? So maybe what's raining down isn't actually... I'm not sure if this is rock. It looks like rock, right? But it might also be metal. Kind of wondering if this rain here is not actually water, but, you know, like this liquid metal or something. I guess then it would probably be very hot, right? So probably not. Because it looks very soapy, right? Which usually means, or could mean that there's oil. At least on top of it, right? Maybe if it cools down, it becomes these rock formations, right? Then again, they would look differently. I don't know. Whatever. I'm neither a geologist nor a physicist nor anything else. I'm just trying to make conversation here, you know. Oh. That looks like more capsules.
The capsules. Wait. What?
Are they also deceased?
No.
Oh, he gets info.
That's
Interesting on his
impossible.
heads-up display.
They can't all be.
Deceased.
Why?
Yeah, I got so many questions. Like, why are we here? Is this where we
Makes no
were
sense.
meant to go? Why is everybody dead? Because again, well, we do see the parachutes over there. But the capsules seem intact, right? I think it's 3. Warning, radiation.
Radiation wave? Now? Oh shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
What the heck is going on with the water? Okay. Oh, I see now the yellow gauge in the bottom left is filling up, right? The circle. So I wonder if that is... What's going on with the water? Oh my god. I wonder if that is like the intensity of the radiation, because it seems to keep rising, so it's probably not the intensity. Well, maybe it is rising in intensity, right? Or is it more of a, you know, how much radiation we have absorbed? Why is it being sucked up
Yes.
there?
The
Oh,
elevator. Quick.
okay.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, these elevators, right? They're never as quick as you want them to be.
That was close.
Radiation can be deadly. We saw that hint. Makes sense. Day 1.
Hello?
You're tired. Okay.
Anybody here?
Oh, jeez.
For a moment, I hope someone else made it.
New task.
I need to find the comms room and get help.
Okay, can we pause the game? Because I do see that clock ticking on the bottom left. So... Okay, I guess it's the only way to pause the game right now. Alright, so... We're probably gonna see this this screen rather often, because I do like to voice my thoughts when playing these. Yes, exactly. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. This is a blind playthrough, which means, as I said before, I don't know anything about the game. And I'm not gonna look anything up except... Well, there are a few exceptions. Usually, it might be better to look something up when I feel like the game doesn't tell anything about it at all, but it is really important, you know, like to know about it. We've had that case in Dark Souls, like, a few times, because Dark Souls just really doesn't tell you anything about its mechanics, right? But I'm not gonna assume that this is gonna be the same here, so most likely we're not gonna get any information, we're not gonna save scum or anything. I don't even know if we can save here, actually. We're not gonna save scum or anything, we're just gonna play through, we don't know anything, we're not gonna get any information, and we're gonna see how it works out, right? So, this is how it is gonna go. I would say please no spoilers in the comments, but at the time where this video is releasing, most likely I'll already be done with the game, finished with the game. Because I usually have like delayed currently by at least 1 to 2 months, so you can spoil as much as you want because I'm probably already through with it. So yeah, I'm already stressed out by that stupid clock in the bottom left because we do have a new gauge there, right? Which is the time, I guess. Press tab. At the bottom I see resources, I guess, storage. Looks like probably resources, 100 water. Oh yeah, right. Still don't have a hungry gauge or anything. I guess that's... It looks like a pizza slice, right? Or maybe a carrot. And next to it is like a dish or something. I'm gonna assume we're gonna learn about... eating rather soon. Base overview. Oh yeah, this is very reminding me of this war of mine. Kinda. Soon. Communication room. Quantum computer. Command center. Captain's cabin. Scenery. Storage. Okay. This looks like a like one of these poles, like a firefighter pole. You can slide down. Base mass. Journey course. Oh yeah, he did call it a mobile base, right? Oh, interesting. I was just assuming that it just means, like they dropped it from the ship and that's why it's mobile, but I guess we can move it. Radiation barrier off. Filters and storage. Okay. Local labels. Storage. Metals. Organics. Resource. Destroy. No, thank you. Radiation filter. Mosh. The most basic type of mood made of organics. Yummy. Organics like oil? Looks like... I thought it would be water, but now it looks like... Well, if it's a liquid, it must be oil, right? Do we eat mush made out of oil? Great. Raw food. Resource for cooking meals in the kitchen. It can also be consumed raw. 20. Let's see. Tasks. Anyone home? Find the communication room. I have to find the communication room and call for help. The company might not know about the accident, or that someone survived. Why would they think that nobody survived? No entry yet. Okay, communication room. To the left, right? Let's go to the right first then. Oh, actually, no, I list every item and resource in it. Oh, okay. Should contact Earth before you exit the... Oh. Lift. Oh, it's an elevator. Oh, that's cool. Base navigation. System offline. Allows you to plan and start journeys between locations. Now, is this just for us, like a teleportation system, or do we take... Because it... Oh, that's why it's a wheel, right? So we're probably gonna roll it around. Oh, that's actually cool. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Hopefully not. That would be a little fast, I guess. You're exhausted. Okay, dang, I guess we should hurry up a little. Base building. Workshop. Okay, let's... We're under time pressure here, so let's do what they tell us to do, right? Quantum computer communication room. Oh, that's what the telephone symbol means, right? Calls available. I see. Establish a connection with Earth. Oh, so Earth exists. Okay. Unknown. This is for sure not gonna be...
Hello?
Whoever we're working for, right?
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
For sure gonna be an alien or something. Ally Corp. Tomorrow together today.
Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
I can hear you, Captain Machine.
Okay, maybe it is. This is the new captain
Great.
speaking.
Yeah, this is the new captain of the mission speaking, Jan Dolsky. Corporate ID 4672B. I'm afraid the former captain is gone, together with the rest of the crew.
At least that's what our heads-up display said. It
Hello?
might be lying to us.
Can you get me out of here?
Imminent danger. Only short time remaining to sunrise.
That's great. What danger? How much time? How much time?
What? How much time? What's gonna happen?
How would they know?
Talk to me. What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. Fewer days remaining. Be lethal proximity. Instructions and logs.
Instructions in logs. Okay.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal
Quantum
proximity
nav
of
system.
what?
So he doesn't know where they are.
30 meters before star approaching. This battle, you must escape. Proximity star in days.
But you mean a star will come and burn this planet, and I just have days to escape? Is that right?
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
So I guess we're on the dark side of the planet. That is not facing its star currently, but the star will rise at some point, and it's probably gonna be too hot. So it will kind of make sense for us to just drive away from the sunrise then, right? Not into the sunrise, but away from the sunrise. Okay, so we don't know where we were. Oh, it might be that we would have known where we were going, but we just didn't land where we wanted to, right? Alright,
To find those captain's logs.
Captain's logs. Follow the evacuation instructions in the manual. Press tab and navigate to manual. Evacuation procedure. Welcome to the evacuation functionality manual. In case of an incident that jeopardizes your mission and the safety of your crew, please follow the safety protocol and move the base to a safe location. The following steps must be accounted for: refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, and securing food supplies. The steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD heads-up display. Alright, isn't that convenient? Triple star systems. According to recent Allied Corp research and based on data collected from multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering Rapidium in the Allied Core classification system. The precise correlation between triple star systems and Rapidium is yet to be scientifically determined, but according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rapidium, as a highly unstable element and itself emitting significant amount of radiation, seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns as if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment. Its life cycle? As if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment. I think there's an S missing there. Allied Core employees should be aware that, thanks to these findings, in the upcoming years we are bound to witness a significant rise in missions sent by the Quantum Navigation System on course for a triple star system, should such a system be identified in the vicinity of an Allied Core exploration vessel. So am I understanding this correctly? We are obviously Allied Core is the company we're working for, and I guess an Allied Core exploration. We're just on board of this Allied Core corporation, Allied Core exploration vessel, and then at some point when it finds a triple star system near us, it will just randomly shoot us there, basically, right, or drop us off there. I'm assuming that we are to find Rapidium. Rapidium? I guess it's called Rapidium. I see. So it's Avatar, basically. What was it called? Very expensive film in Avatar? I don't remember. This should by all means result in a notable increase of successful Rapidium extraction and a major breakthrough for Allied Core and humanity alike. Yeah, this gives me Satisfactory vibes again. Yeah, right. You know, a shady company sending people somewhere to do something. Yeah. What was it? Exploit? Explore? No, Explorer. Whatever. Exploits. Most important one, right? Mission captains must be informed, however, that operating on planets belonging to a triple star system involves the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within which the planet operates, apart from being the source of rupidium-friendly radiation can be deadly, right? May result in life-threatening events, such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns. Annihilation of the planet's surface and immediate destruction of all life forms. Then what? Okay, but that means, but since we are meant to go to a place like that, it does mean that we do have the necessary, or that we can at least build the necessary precautions, right? That would make sense, I guess. Okay, so I guess we will be too close to one of the sun. Okay. In order to maximize efficiency, even in the event of such occurrences, Allied Corps has equipped its vessels in the cutting-edge SEBA evacuation functionality. That's not what I wanted to hear. Enabling the crew to extract rupidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In the case of landing on a planet belonging to a triple star system, please consult the SEBA evacuation functionality manual for further instructions. I was hoping for finding technology that safeguards us from said, like radiation and stuff. But no, what they are saying is, oh yeah, just as long as it's safe, just gather rupidium, and when it becomes unsafe, just run the fuck away. Thanks, great. The above information is the sole property of Allied Corps and is highly confidential. We kindly remind you that any infringement of your confidentiality agreement will result in legal measures. Oops, I just recorded that and just, made it public on YouTube. Oops. Quantum navigation. The quantum navigation system is a state-of-the-art route planning solution designed and implemented by Allied Corps to optimize the efficiency of space mining operations. How does it work? It doesn't, does it? Well, actually, I mean, maybe we were exactly meant to go. Okay, so my current understanding is we were on board of a Allied Corps exploration vessel. On board? Board, yeah. And then the quantum navigation system realized, hey, there is a triple star system in, maybe not, but some place where there could be rupidium. So it decided to get us there. I'm wondering if there still is if the vessel is still in planetary orbit. I mean, it must be, right? We were literally dropped down here on escape, well, not escape pods, but I guess landing capsules, right? And we had no idea where we're going. Is that what? I mean, it might still have just be a navigational mistake, right? Because Jan was saying like, oh, we can't use the quantum navigation for anything, right? But it feels to me like we got exactly where we should be going. But the fact that he doesn't know where we are and if we should be here makes me think that while on the vessel while the crew remains in cryosleep, there it says. That's what I just wanted to get at. Maybe it should just work first, right? Okay. Maybe I should just read. It is exactly explaining what I was just saying. Hypothesizing around, is that a word? Making a hypothesis of. Okay, let's just read. While the crew remains in cryosleep, the system actively monitors the ship's surroundings, modifying its trajectory and setting it on course for the most probable location of valuable resources. Okay, exactly what I said. Good. Based on cutting-edge technology, and I really have to hammer home that it is cutting-edge technology, it collects massive amounts of quantum information, analyzing it in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering rupidium in a nearby system and eliminate non-efficient exploration. When the expectation of finding rupidium is classified as moderate or high, depending on mission-specific settings, the ship's trajectory is adjusted accordingly and landing procedures are initiated. There we go. Okay, so he was asleep for the whole... Oh, for the whole journey. So that means that maybe the others didn't actually die when landing, but maybe they were already dead before, right? Maybe there was something going on with the cryosleep and they already died on board of the vessel. Notification is sent to Mission Control to ensure maximum support at the onset of new environment exploration. The above information is the sole property of Alicor and is highly confidential. We kindly remind you that the infringement of your confidentiality agreement will result in legal measures. Okay. Tutorial Space Building. You can access base building by interacting with the terminal in the command center. Open the build menu to see available modules. New modules have to be placed near existing ones. Possible placement points are marked by lines. Yes, okay. Escape the sun, new task. Immediately have a new entry in the manual, okay. Manufacturing necessary equipment. Locating organic matter deposits requires the deployment of an Alicor. Satisfactory, anyone? Polygonal scanner. This handy tool alongside other necessary equipment such as mining outposts and pilots. We need more pilots. We need more pilots. Can be crafted in the workshop module of the base. I see, that makes sense. But it did say I'm exhausted, so I guess I should go to bed. Fundamentals. Gather 60 metal. I won't survive long without some basic equipment. I need to craft a scanner to find resources, but I don't even have a workshop. So I guess we need to build a workshop. Follow the instructions to prepare for the journey. Okay. Alright, so we want to build... Oh yeah, right. We didn't have enough metals, right? But they clearly want us to first gather some metals. Oh. Radiation levels at night are deadly. Exiting the base is currently not permitted. You can rest in the captain's cabin until tomorrow. Okay. There's a thing down here, right? Captain's log. Oh, okay, that's just this. That's a pretty nice, comfy bed. Wait, why do we only have one cabin? Like, we saw at least 4 other crew members, right? Why were they meant to sleep? I mean, I guess it's a nice double bed here, but captain's cabin, right? So I need to keep holding it. I really like them having the artificial window. Sunrise in 8 days. Energy. This is your energy bar. It shows how many hours you have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still able to work, but every task will take much longer. See. Yeah, we're getting 1 bar after the other, I see. I'm assuming we're gonna get a hunger bar at some point during the day, right? Is this an air purifier? And it looks like it, right? Yeah, I like how they have this window with the mountains and the forest in the background, even though it looks like you're floating, right? Like if you assume it's a window. And it just resets every... okay. Gather 60 metals outside. I actually want to see what's below here first. Machinery. Protect the base from harmful radiation. Radiation barrier. Active filter. Drain time. That is inactive. Total filter drain time. Upload filter. Protects the base from radiation contamination. It needs radiation filters to operate. When auto load is turned on, it will automatically load the next filter when the last one is depleted. Can't click anything there. Except for this. Not sure if I wanted to do that because will it just drain now even though there's no radiation currently? Because it only said the radiation was deadly at night, right? Oh, it does drain, great. Can I take it out again? Frick. I guess I have to use those manually. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down here, right? Actually, why the heck do we have... Why do we have 2 elevators? Why doesn't the one elevator just go all the way down? Just more storage, I guess. I don't think this... I mean, this just accesses... This is just an access to the... ship storage, right? It's just the same that we've had before. So I'm not assuming that we have specific chests, for example, where we need to put stuff in, right? It's just one big inventory, and the more of these storages we have, I'm assuming, bigger our storage gates, which is at 480. We have 4 of these. It would be 106... No. 120 each, right? Guess that makes sense. Can I... where was the thing where we could build? I think it was here, right? Can I relocate these modules? Or can I just build them at the new place? Because I would like to... Oh. Okay, now I can. Yeah, there we go. Because I would... Hello? Can I place it on over here? So I would like to have those over here. I have one continuous elevator. Down here makes more sense, I guess, for now. There's more space there, you know, build. Alright, that makes more sense, right? It's kind of funny how easy that is, you know. Like, imagine that being possible in real case. But I mean, how does this even look? Does it just you know, like, obviously we're moving them around in the control panel, right? But does it move at the exact same speed in real time in the real thing? Like, what if people are in there? I mean, at some point we're gonna have clones of ourselves, right? That are probably also working in this. Are we all gonna sleep in the same bed? That's gonna be interesting. Wait, I want to go outside, right? So... airlock. There we go. Shallow deposits. You can find shallow deposits on the planet's surface. They contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Approach a deposit to interact with it. Red dust. Okay. Another parachute. Is it the parachute of the... Have to open the map. Oh god. First of all, I love the color palette. With this super bright pink on this turquoise background and stuff, right? Oh god, is this gonna... I can rotate, yeah, I can. Need to get used to this. Okay. But hey, we do have a map. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, is that red dust over there? Or is it just smoldering? Kinda looks like a remnant, right?
That shiny rock might be a source of metals.
This one? I can see an interaction point there. Extract. Oh, he's... Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so as soon as we're gathering, the time speeds up. But first I was like, oh, he's going at it. But it's just, no, it's just he's taking out a drill from somewhere, I guess. Okay. And then the time just speeds up. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Oh wow, that was already 120 metals, I guess. Any more of it? There's more dust over here, I guess. That organics? That's just to build a workshop. Alright, let's just... We should... It is organics. Deep deposit. Which probably means...
I don't have a climbing hook. Not yet. I'll have to find another way.
Hey, it's a Zelda game after all. We're getting a hook, well, not a hook shot, but a climbing hook at least. Climbing hook can be crafted in the workshop. Okay, I see the game wants us to build a workshop. Okay, so let's build a workshop, I guess, right? I just realized it really looks like a huge tire. It's not just a wheel, it does actually have a tire around it. That's so cool. Oh, that's so nice. Imagine having 4 of these and connecting them and just have a huge car. Charging station. Yeah, we haven't used fast travel. Oh, cool. Good. Recommend travel. Don't know when yet, I guess. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, we haven't used any energy yet, I think, right? You know, like the bars next to the lightning symbol. Okay. Build a workshop via the command center. That was over here, I think. What was this? Oh, navigation. Right. Yeah, it just says system offline. Okay. We can make it bigger at some point, I see. How is that gonna work? Workshop. Tools, components, and other important items can be created here. The most important part of the workshop is a state-of-the-art, obviously it's state-of-the-art, or cutting edge, one of the two. 3D printer. Mass 8, size 4. Cost 40 metals. Increases base mass and therefore journey cost, right? I'm assuming the organics are really just oil. What are we building? A workshop. Where do we want to have a workshop? Probably next to the airlock, right? Because if that is even possible. Yeah, okay. Because I guess we're gonna want to come in, build something, go out again, right? So that would make sense. Craft the scanner. Sure. Oh yeah, that's what we want to do, right? Create an item. First schedule work in the workshop queue. And then work on the queued items at the workbench. Climbing hook. Needs 120 organics. Well, I guess... why? How much do we have? Metals, rapidium, minerals. Minerals? No, metals. Raw food, mush, cooked meal. Over there, 100. Oh! Wait, what? But then we can't get to the deposit then, right? Without a hookshot? Maybe there's another way to it. Way around. Organics matter. Find the organics deposit area. I need a source of organics, otherwise my supplies will quickly run dry. I have to find a good place for a mining output. Oh, I'm pretty sure we already found that. Question is, how do we get there? Crafting items, exploration. Oh, climbing hook. Climbing hook is a device that allows climbing up otherwise inaccessible walls. Each use of the climbing hook costs a certain amount of energy. Ah, that's what we need energy for, okay. Depending on the height. Climbing hook isn't necessary to climb down high walls, which means that climbing down doesn't cost any energy. Climbing hook can be crafted in the workshop, if you have enough organics, haha. Yeah, I think that's the same before. Organics. Please ensure that the Zebra base has enough fuel for the upcoming journey. In case of fuel shortage, locate and harvest organics on the surface of your planet. Blue smoke is a characteristic indicator of organic deposits. If fuel shortages are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. I see. Alright, let's get those organics then, I guess. It's already 4 PM. In-game. Which makes sense because of... The first step to scanning a deep deposit is to find the deposit area. Oh yeah, we built a scanner, right. An organics deposit can be recognized by blue smoke. Okay, so it's not the same as a satisfactory scanner, where it just pinpoints the location of the next deposit. But we need to find the deposit first. Well, yeah. Luckily, we already found it, right? But okay. I wonder how it's gonna work then. Oh, that capsule looks pretty broken. Not like the others.
That looks like our ship's cargo drop.
Cargo drop. Oh, that sounds good.
Filled with the crew's personal items, including my stuff.
It's just suitcases lying around. That's kind of funny. Skipping rope. A skipping rope I bought during my brief fascination with BJJ. I don't know who that is. I believed it would help me bulk up, but of course I have quickly abandoned it. I guess it's some kind of rope skipping board, whatever. I stumbled upon the skipping rope while packing and put it in the bag in case I felt like exercising during the mission. Multi-tool. Hey, it's a Swiss Army knife! Well, it makes sense, yeah. Multi-tool, my multi-tool. A convenient set, one of a few things everyone should always have in their pocket. Wise words! I use it countless times to open bottles, fix things, and, well, open more bottles. Great. Doesn't have a corkscrew though. The only Swiss Army, well, the only multi-tool that has a corkscrew is a Swiss one. There is corkscrews on Swiss ones because I guess we love our wine, I guess. It was a birthday present from Mom for my 18th birthday. Of course, she pretended it was Father's idea, but I know better. Collect.
Yeah. This is one of the things they told me to take on the mission.
So many suitcases. Why can't we only loot those?
Things that will make you feel comfortable far away from home. Objects that trigger good memories.
Sounds reasonable. It's like why? It's like we're so nice. We can just open our own suitcases, but not those of the others, as if they would care. They're all dead, most likely. The CD, The History of the Universe by Chris and Jack. Millennia after the fall of humankind, a father tells his son the history of the universe. Millennia. Oh, it's a movie. It's a Blu-ray disc or a DVD or whatever. Okay, it's not a CD-ROM. Yeah, it makes more sense. I was just like, wait, what? Millennia after the fall of humankind, but we were connecting to Earth, right? Okay, so I guess it's a fictional story. It's a movie.
Typical corporate bullshit.
Movies, there we go. You found a movie among some other things from a cargo drop.
A movie? Huh. Alicorp even thought of entertainment at the base.
Oh, you didn't pack that yourself? Okay. Perhaps there's a way for you to watch it in the base. ... I want the map. Thank you. Yeah, I want to get up there. But I guess you can't get in anywhere here. Maybe over here, right? Isn't? Yeah, we still have. Yeah, I didn't build a hookshot, right? Yeah. Climbing hook, sorry, not a hookshot. Still, there's no water pooling on the floor, but that's interesting on the ground. Look at this. Looks really cool. Can I? Isn't it? Okay, there we go. What even is this? Is it like a gravitational anomaly that lifts up the dust, or what the heck is going on? Oh, hello. The deposit is over there, right? So...
What the hell?
That's what I was saying. Rapidium would make sense because it's actually a resource down in the list, right? Gather 30 Rapidium samples. If that's really Rapidium, this mission might not be doomed yet. I need to contact Earth and plan the next steps. I don't know, Rapidium. What is Rapidium? First discovered... Oh yeah, he also called it Rapidium, so I guess I was right on that. First discovered accidentally by an Ally Corps near space exploration vessel on the 842 Hermes asteroid passing Earth, Rapidium revolutionized the way we think about accelerated growth. Oh, that's how we're gonna get the clones then, right? Accelerated growth, Called by its enthusiasts the time-traveling element or the savior element, which is really two very different things, but okay. It emits a unique type of radiation, COXY, which can transfer raw energy directly into the mitochondria of organic cells, projecting matter into versions of its future self within hours instead of years. What do you mean in versions in plural? Projecting matter into versions of its future self. I mean, wouldn't that just be one version, usually, you know? Why are we exploring the most distant corners of space to find it? Because money, 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 probably, right? The answer seems obvious. Money, 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 money. Multiple research confirms that the potential of Raphidium is almost limitless when it comes to infusing life to crops, even in the most challenging climate conditions, while reducing the time and resources needed to grow them practically to zero. The implications are immeasurable. Finding and collecting a substantial amount of Raphidium will allow for the restoration of agriculture on Earth, putting an end to the global catastrophe of hunger. Okay, okay, so in a dystopian future, makes sense. Now I get interstellar vibes, right? Agriculture falling apart. Ever since making this groundbreaking discovery, Ally Corps has become fully committed to bringing the savior element to Earth and makes continuous efforts to invest both in accelerated growth and spice mining technologies. Always proudly at the forefront of striving for the future of humanity, never falling back. Right. Yeah, we just read that, okay. We go over here, right?
I feel strange. I have to get closer. Make sure.
I mean...
I need to collect a sample.
Is that how it should look? Because that's crazy. Raphidium extract. Warning, incoming radiation. I was debating with myself to try and... Dang, no, I didn't read the dialogue.
Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all.
I think we came from over here, right?
It knew where it was sending us.
I mean, you called it useless.
Except only I survived.
What do you mean you knew where it was sending us? You were literally the one saying, oh, useless, go away. Stupid thing. How did I get stuck there? Interesting. It's kind of weird that we cannot jump at all, I have to say. We're almost done in like gathering it, right? I'm kind of annoyed by that now, actually. I was debating with myself to just finish it, but it seems to really take a lot of time, right? It doesn't seem like a lot of time, but obviously because time speeds up as soon as you start gathering, yeah, we probably wouldn't have made it back. I wonder what happens. Also, the radiation gauge is still... Isn't it the same? I need to pay more attention to that. If it actually lowers overnight or not. While we're inside here. We did not collect any Raphidium. I don't think we can really do anything, right? Except for going to bed, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can, I mean, yeah, obviously no calls because we would have to... I haven't even looked at this yet. Quantum computer. Okay. Nothing to interact with. I guess we go to... Actually, I wanted to have a look at this thing. Like, what even is that? Can I get to that? No entry. Oh, it's a tank, right? Like the organics tank? 100 out of 300 I think we have, so it's a third full. Ah, okay, I see. The fuel tank. Yeah, I guess we go to sleep.
Depending on the circumstances, the evacuation procedure of the Saba base could take up to several days. Proper nutrition of your crew during that time is essential.
Right, nutrition. We still didn't have to eat. And we still... Our hunger still hasn't
Procedure will be assessed
dropped.
risky and the quantum computer will be
But I think we have 20 of this, right? It's like a nutritional value to these. It only says single item volume, not value, nutritional value, right? So now we have 19. I think we had 20 at the beginning, so maybe he just eats automatically, right? Or maybe we'll just get a... Maybe we are so slow with the tutorial because I'm talking all the time. Oh, okay. That's so weird because it seems nothing happens once press the button for long enough. Maybe we're just so slow that we didn't have the tutorial yet. We were actually meant to have it on the first day. Because it's... Now we have 18. Just want to say because it seems weird that he didn't say something about being hungry. But I guess he just eats automatically then. Okay, that's interesting. Why is there different versions of food then? You know, like there's cooked meals as well, right? Alright, let's get at Rapidium. I think it was over there, right? Yeah, let's not get too sidetracked for now, because I do want to get to that organics deposit. If possible. I mean, I'm assuming it's... Might be that I need to find another one first, right? So that I can build a hookshot to then hookshot up there. Well, a grappling hook. Climbing hook to then get up there. Oh yeah, actually the radiation gauge did lower. But that's good. But it lowers really slowly. Maybe it only goes down during the night actually, right? And not continuously. Alright. So let's get this Rapidium sorted out. I wonder if it's gonna be like a living being. And you know, like whatever is talking to us via phone calls is actually the Rapidium speaking to us, you know. Wouldn't be the first time, you know, like there's a science fiction game slash movie slash whatever where mankind uses a resource for their advantage just to then at some point realize that it was a living sentient being, right? But this looks like it might lead to the organics deposit, right? Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Rapidium discovery, report your findings. I mean, yeah, sure, but are we gonna make use of our time down here? Before we go back in. There we are, because we can always just go down there, right?
Smoke. I should look for organics here.
Hello. Oh, it's that kind of scanner, I see. The scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing and connecting probes, you can uncover the concentration of underground resources. Look at the scanned ground and try to pinpoint the place with the most intense red coloring. That's the deepest point of the deposit. Why would we want to find the deepest point though? Wouldn't we want to find the most shallow point so that we can access it easier? Hold Q and select... Oh, hello. Scanner. Polygonal scanner. Oh, I guess that's the range. Right. What keeps us from just, you know, encircling the whole thing instead of doing a small square like they did in the in the tutorial screen. I mean, that should work, right? What? Place probe, retrieve. Oh, we only have 6. Oh, that's what the 6 thing is on the bottom are. Ah, okay. Okay, thank you, game, for telling me, you know, why we can't do that. Okay, I see. Stupid me, I guess, right? So let's make a nice big hexahedron. No, yeah, hexahedron. Okay, I say the deepest red color. I guess it's gonna be somewhere over here, right? Oh, interesting. Doesn't disappear when we remove the probes. Oh. Well, that's very convenient, I have to say. Okay, let's try again. Over here, I guess. There we go. Hold Q, select build, and then select mining outpost. Oh, sure, right. He said about mining outposts, right? So that's why we wanted the deepest part, because obviously we're drilling down into it. So we want to access as much of it as possible. Mining outposts. Place in resource deposits. Connected to the base to extract resources. Can we rotate it around? No? Pylons! We need more pylons. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see possible connections in the form of green lines. And you have the pylon equipped. Pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outposts with the base. Yeah, like Satisfactory, Factorio. Yeah. Hold Q, then select build, then select pylon. Pylon. 0, 1, 6. I guess we have 6 of them. Okay. And now we want to build a line back to our ship. I'm not sure if I can build one down there, and I don't want to risk it right now. Because I would have to... Can I jump down here? I can, okay. Because I would have to go all the way around again, right? We need more pylons!
I still can't believe it. If it
Why?
really is rubidium, this could change.
Why is he reacting like that? Is this the first time? I mean, they
That is
have...
reported.
They know that rubidium exists, right? And they have found rubidium before, I would assume. Or maybe this is the first expedition where they actually... Where do I need to go to with this? Hello? Oh, over there. Oh, really? I need to go to the other side? Yeah, is this the first expedition ever to... where they want to find rubidium with? They've connected the mining outpost to the base. From now on you can use fast travel, oh nice, to move quickly between the base and the mining outpost. You can access fast travel at the airlock, base entrance, or any outpost. Collect organic matter, I guess. So I guess it can just fast travel back. Oh, so we don't even need the climbing hook then, right? Well, not right now. We're still gonna build one, obviously, but we don't need it right now. Is this the first time they found rubidium? Or at least, well, maybe it's his first time, right? It's kind of weird how fascinated he seems by it. Alright, now the question is... do we need to transport the organics from there to back here? Or are the pylons doing that for us? I didn't look at the time. I wanted to know if fast travel costs time or not. Charging station. Work. Oh, I just realized we only have one inventory, right? It's not. We don't have a separate inventory for our person, I guess. But it's just one inventory, including the base and what we have right now. So I guess everything we mine is immediately being sent to the ship, basically, right? How much do we need? 180. I think we're gonna run into radiation issues soon again, right? Yeah. And I only 170. Well, I guess we can go back and do the Rapidium thing then. Now, right? Again, I didn't look, but I think we were... I think there's no... Oh, we got a call. Nice. I think fast travel does not cost us any time. Alright. We're starting to get closer to the end of the episode, and I don't actually know how to save. Or if I can save at all. I didn't actually look if there was any orders. I mean, if there's for sure some autosave. I would assume that it probably saves either at the end or at the beginning of each day, right? Probably at the beginning. Frostpunk, they also autosave every day at 6 AM, I think, right? But it would also save, when you play Frostpunk in survival mode, where you only have one save, it saves automatically every day, and it automatically saves when you exit, right? So does it also save when I go to the menu here, or exit the game? Warning, you're about to lose your current progress. The game is saved only when you wake up. Are you sure you want to proceed? No. Return. Okay. Okay, so it saves every time I wake up. Okay, so we might have time to do one more day. Let's see. Depends on how long we're gonna talk about this Rapidium now, I guess. Communication room. Production. Oh, we can build the pylons in the workshop. That makes sense. Yeah, obviously. Sure. So you can build more there and then take them out and... so it's not like in... Actually, it's exactly like in Satisfactory, but it's not like in Factorio where you can build on your own while walking around, right? But you need to be in the workshop for building. Okay. Could build the climbing hook. But we don't really need it right now. Let's wait. Let's wait what the next steps are if you need the metals for something else first, right? Because I don't know if there's more... I mean, there's probably gonna be a deep metal deposit somewhere, right? Which... I'm assuming deep deposit just means it's unlimited resource as long as you're working there, right? Not like the metal that we found so far where it's just surface area and it just depletes. But I'm not sure, so let's keep those metals for now. We don't know if you need it for something else currently, right? Scanning fast travel, okay. Let's see what Earth wants to tell us. This also seems like at some point there would be multiple people being able to call us, right? This looks like a list, like contacts list, right? It's not just one.
Hello?
So that's gonna be interesting.
Anyone copy?
Hello, anyone?
I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something.
We're assuming it's
Think
Rapidium.
It might be Rapidium.
Why are you making it so dramatic? Isn't that the sole reason why you are on this journey?
You hear me? I think I found Rapidium.
But he's making it sound as if it was something completely unexpected, you know, even though it would be expected. I mean, why else would you be on this mission, right? We are not sure, right?
Am I sure? I don't know. Everyone is dead. The sun's coming. There's radiation everywhere. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Test it.
Test the Rapidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided. The moon.
The womb.
A blueprint?
Also, why is the
The womb. You want me to build
a womb? Oh, that's why you're gonna...
Provided.
That's why we're gonna create the clones, obviously. That, yeah, it makes sense, I guess, but for some reason I'm now thinking of a very organic, fleshy room. Still not sure if this is actually Earth telling us, or if this is some alien entity that gives us some technology we're not familiar with, right? Like, what kind of training did we get when we were sent on this? Well, I guess we're not the He might just be like a rather low-level member of the crew, right? So maybe this is all just classified information that he doesn't need to know, right? But like, it seems like usually the people he would send on a mission like that, which seems to be a very, very expensive mission, right? Because you're literally sending them through space to all the planets, right? Would be very well educated on what they are doing, how they would test if they found rubidium and stuff like that, right? So I'm a bit confused here about why he doesn't know anything about it. Well, actually, why he doesn't know anything, right? Okay, sample of DNA provided. Who are you?
Who are you?
Did say something, but we didn't understand.
The womb, huh?
So we don't know if it is actually our
DNA
operation.
sample, huh? I guess it makes sense. Rubidium speeds up organic growth.
Mm-hmm. Then we're gonna create our first clone, I guess. Build the womb module. Sure. Moving and removing modules. Oh yeah, we already did that, thank you. You can change the position of your modules whenever you like. Simply hover over the module and press left mouse button, then move it to the desired spot. You can also swap the module with another one. You can permanently remove modules by pressing right mouse button. Note that some modules can't be removed. We already did that, yeah. We should have space, right? The womb. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Makes sense. Connected to the quantum computer. Contains a soundproof cell growth capsule. Why is it soundproof? So that nobody can hear you scream. If it's connected to the quantum computer, it makes sense to build it next to it, right? Base mat. So picking it up would be -4, I see. Okay.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Standing by. Well, it's a lot less fleshy than I thought it would be. Oh, it's stuff that flows through those connections down there. That sounds very enticing. That's rubidium.
Here goes. DNA sample. Rubidium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea.
I'm still astonished as how you... Hey, we made a sheep!
Oh,
Obviously we'd make a sheep.
of course.
The first
What else?
high-level
Oh,
organism,
got
humankind.
name. I think I'm gonna call you.
Obviously. Cloned, right? I think they called it Dolly, right? Not Molly. Makes sense. Wait, do I need to care for the sheep now? I mean, good thing it spawned in with some flowers or whatever it is, right? But can I feed it and...
Hello.
Ah!
You know,
Get an achievement for petting the sheep. Obviously. So, where does it poop? I guess I have to clean that now, right? So, didn't we move it somewhere else? Is that a good idea to have it in here and like contaminating the womb? Okay. Report the issue. The results, not the issue. Also available. Kind of funny how they wait for me to pick up the phone, I guess, right?
Okay, I I built
For as long as I want to.
and tested the Rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep. Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really helped with this.
Obviously. Amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's amazing, I guess.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, okay.
It's fantastic.
Isn't that what we
I
came
just
here
have to
for?
Get out of this alive to claim my medal.
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
That's it? Okay, so how do we move the base then? Yeah, I can't go out right now, so I guess we go to sleep and then collect the remaining organics tomorrow, right? Hope we don't need to do anything with the sheep. Actually, we're probably gonna eat it at some point, right? What else would we have a sheep for? Check up on our sheep. I think we're gonna have one more day before we end. It's still alive. One more day until we have to end the episode.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
That looked weird, okay. Alright, so let's get the organics that we need. And I guess explore more of the map, right? And see if we can find another metal deposit, because we are down to 50. How much do we need for the climbing hook? 60. Oh, wait. And we might even need it for something else, right? So I'm assuming we're gonna have to find more. Maybe airlock is up there. More metal deposits, maybe even a deep deposit, right? Well, interesting. It doesn't put us out, but we can just immediately fast travel. So let's get the 180 organics and then we can start explore a little, right? Provisions needed. Build a kitchen. Wait, did the game expect us to get all the organics on the first day? No. We already realized that he eats one of the meals a day, right? Because we're down to 17 now. Right. Makes sense. I guess in the... That actually now reminds me of oxygen not included. Cat, don't... No. Please. Stay there. Reminds me of oxygen not included. Because there you also need to... when you get new crew members... You also need to make edibles, obviously, for them. Food. And I think the first thing you can do is a mosh bar, something like that, right? Maybe we're gonna find more Rapidium, even though we still have 50. But I think that costs us 10 then, right? To make the sheep. Oh look, metals. 3, nice. I've reminded of so many different games with this game. That's actually really cool. And there we have red dust over there. But that's good. That seems to be more metal then, right? Maybe it's even a deposit. Although don't... No, I think we would have enough metal to build another mining outpost, right? Because we don't have another one. Well, if we wouldn't have, I guess there should be enough metal around to build one, right? Or else the game would immediately soft lock you in the prologue. It's still in the tutorial, basically, right? So... Oh, look at this. Maybe it's just a surface level deposit though, right? Yeah, I was just gonna explore, and then at the end of the day probably build the kitchen. Maybe we do... It kinda depends on how quick the days go by, right? I mean, if it just like working the whole day, the day actually goes past really quickly. So maybe we can do another one and see if we have a good. And obviously, optimally, we would finish the prologue in the first episode, right? You know, like there would be a nice little chapter closed in one episode, right? So maybe we can even do that. Kind of depends, obviously, on what we have to do next. What else there is to do before we can finish the prologue. Which I'm assuming is gonna be rolling the base somewhere else, right? Because we're trying to escape sunrise. And again, couldn't we just park it like somewhere in the shade? I guess I don't know where the shade is when the. Actually, can we even see the sun? You know, like there's too many clouds. Like, why does it even matter? Oh, that's in the whole area over here. Okay. It feels like this is gonna be really small, right? This seems to be. Well, I haven't been there yet. But I don't think we're gonna get anywhere there. So this seems to be a rather. Let's see if we can explore the full map before we go back to the base. Seems to be a rather small confined space here, right? So I think this is really just a tutorial area. And there might not even be a metal deposit, right? Now that I think about it. So I guess he would just want to fill up our organics tank. Get everything we can. And then move the base somewhere else. To a probably larger area. Oh, is that another suitcase? I think so. Soccer ball! Nice. A ball belonging to a local soccer club. It is signed by my favorite player. They kept losing until one season they played so well they ended up winning the league. Without even bribing the judges. Once I started studying, I didn't have time to go back and watch the games anymore. Such a shame.
Yes. I was missing that.
Really? Okay. Yeah, this feels to be just some random collectibles, right? Not sure if they will be connected to the story somehow, or if you can do anything with them at some point, right? It doesn't feel like it right now. Still not sure what to make of this. If this is actually water. With some form of metal floating in it, I don't know. But that's it, okay. Yeah, it seems to be... Actually, now that I think about it, it might be that we already explored the whole area, right? Except for the small little part over there, which might just be in a like connection here, and that's it, right? Makes sense, as I said before, it's a tutorial area, so it does make sense for it to be a small confined space. I wonder if we're gonna travel to a different area then. Kinda looked like a cave, but it isn't even a cave. Interesting. Ah, metals. We're gonna travel to a different area and probably see more hazards there, meet more hazards there and stuff. And that very much reminds me on Ixion, actually. Which is exactly what you do in Ixion, right? You go from one star system to another. And one chapter from one star system is one chapter, basically, right? Let's quickly build this kitchen and see, because we still have some time left before we get tired, right? And before there's gonna be radiation outside. So we might want to use that time to gather more organics, right? Actually, I guess I want to... Probably want to have the captain's cabin over there and then connect it to the kitchen, right? Yeah, like that. I mean, no, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense because we don't need to actually eat, right? He eats automatically, but just from a layout perspective... I mean, first of all, we don't want people, you know, like in the future we're gonna have clones of ourselves, right? And they most likely also need to eat and somewhere to sleep, but that's a problem for later, I guess. So we don't want them to walk through my cabins to get to the kitchen to eat something, right? And also, I wouldn't want the kitchen to be next to the machine room, so... Yeah. Prepare 6 mush meals. Right, but we already have still 17. You consume 1 meal each day. There we go. Meals can be prepared in the kitchen. Why was that marked as not read? Depending on the circumstances, the evacuation procedure of the SIBA base can take up to several days. Proper nutrition of your crew during that time is essential. Food supplies can be prepared in the kitchen module. Makes actually sense that we had 5 crew members, right? So basically 20 meals would have been enough for 4 days, basically, right? Which is not a lot, but yes, enough time to find some organics and make our own food. If food shortages are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky, and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. Question is, how much is enough, right? Kitchen. Oh, we can queue from here. I didn't realize that. Well, now I know. 6, right? Does it take half an hour to make one? Okay. Don't fall off the table, Kitty. We can do that inside here while there's radiation going on outside, right? So let's actually head back out and fill up our tanks, I would say. As long as we can, right? And then in the evening start doing the meals, once we have to go inside anyways. There we go. Now we can just teleport back, right? Does it say plus 30? Like when you look at the organics tab, it says 224 plus 30. What does a plus 30 mean? Oh, is it... Do we need 5 organics per meal? Is that what it says? It has like 30 allocated to making meals? Probably, right? So if I would cancel these, I would have 254. Could it take 30 minutes? What does it say an hour now? Yes, now it's plus 25, okay. Oh, because I'm tired, right? Right, I'm tired, which is why it takes longer. I guess we can do one more day, right? Yeah, let's do one more day. Finish up the meals right in the morning. And then see what's gonna be next. I do want to fill up the tanks, obviously. What do we want to call it here? Because it only saves once we wake up, right? Let's see what's next. Let's prepare the meals and then see what's next. Start the engines in the command center. That might actually already be the end of the tutorial then, right? Starting the engines, then going somewhere else. Yeah, let's do that real quick then, I guess. Because as I said before, it would be nice to have the full prologue in one sitting, right? In one episode. So let's head down to... I wonder actually if I have to... Because I can pick up the pylons and the mining outposts again, right? I guess I want to pick all of this up before we actually leave the area. So I don't have to rebuild them, right? But let's fill up the tanks. Actually, this might take the whole day, right? Now that I think about it. The extraction rate isn't the greatest. It's 14 per hour, I think. One more. There we go. 300 of 300. I don't say says start the engines, not leave the area. So maybe we can start them and then pick up the. I don't want to pick up the. I'm not sure if I should pick up the pylons and the mining outpost, because I do want to take them with me, obviously. But I don't want to pick them up now and then have to put them down again, because I don't know if this is actually the end or if we have to do something else, right? We have enough food. We have enough. Let's start the engines and see what happens. Probably gonna ask me anyways, right? Before I'm gonna leave the area. I'm assuming that it's gonna give me a warning that I should be doing everything that I want before going somewhere else. This navigation allows you to plan and start journeys between locations. Test engine. Oh, it's only a test. Okay. Build structure 6. When you start a journey, you will automatically gather all the structures built on the planet's surface. Oh, okay, never mind then. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is so convenient. Thank you. Well, I don't even need to think about it, okay?
Whoa. What just happened?
Oh, good, it was just a test, right?
Come on.
The emergency. Turn the lever in the
Listen
machinery.
now.
Something's wrong with the machinery. I need to fix it. Turn the lever. I can turn levers. That doesn't sound too bad. Turn the lever, Gronk. Oh no, that's the radiation bunner. This one.
Okay, that's sorted. Let's give it another go.
Okay, I guess we just try again.
What? Not again.
Maybe not. Shit, that's a good idea to just keep doing that. Oh, this didn't work. I should try again. I can't fix it. If I can't fix it, maybe Ally Core will help. But we're gonna get clones of ourselves. But why would clones of ourselves be able to fix it if we can't fix it? Because currently we seem to not have any idea what this does, right? We just do whatever the machine tells us to do. So we might need some brain power here. That doesn't look good.
You've got to be kidding me.
Isn't that the radiation shield?
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
Easy, boy. So are we not gonna be safe from radiation then? I don't like the sound of that. Call Ally Core. Sure, wait. One more. Oop. Up here. Oh. Actually, how's our sheep? Sheep good? Sheep good. Hello, sheep. Doesn't seem to eat anything, right? It also doesn't seem to poop.
Is it me
Or-
or does it sound a bit artificial?
But it is pretty artificial. Didn't listen to it though.
Hey, Molly. What are you up to, little rascal?
Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of weird that it didn't wander around at all, right? So, weird sheep.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidium can save you. And check data consistency and QC modules.
Save me? How can Rapidium save me?
Rapidium can save me? How exactly?
I'm not sure if that's them not saying anything or if we just can't understand it, okay? We don't have access to
Only
QC.
the captain has
that makes
access
sense.
codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy.
Exactly. I could have killed the captain myself, you know? Or maybe the captain is still alive and I'm just lying to them. Well, I guess I do also have the bio signature and stuff, bio signals, right? Check your data consistency in the quantum computer. Accessing QC stored data. Mind record. Mind records. Access granted.
is
Deleting
this?
expired data.
Mine records.
Did it just delete the mind records of all the other crew members? Well, that was more than 5 though, right? What is a mind record?
What's going on?
Looks like neurons, like brain cells, right?
Wait.
Oh, that's your life, I guess.
I recognize this.
It's a record of your whole life, I guess, of your memories. Interesting.
It's my life.
Qubit level 1. Available slots 3. Zoom select life event. Oh! Life path yarn. So on the let's see, on the don't get stuck. On the Steam page of the game, you can see a lot of people being there, all of the clones, well, or many clones of Yarn looking up to you, and they all look different. And I was like, why do they look different when they're clones of yourself, right? Now, I think what's gonna happen here, and actually, if that's true, this is blowing my mind actually right now. I'm really excited. Because we can see so many events of our life, right? So does that mean that we can branch out of these life events, like creating an alternate version of ourselves that would have happened if at this point in life we made a different decision? Oh, that's so cool. Because, you know, like, whenever... Because I recently played Outer Wilds. For those who know Outer Wilds, right? Outer Wilds also plays with quantum mechanics, right? And usually when I see quantum mechanics in a game, it means alternate versions. Because I'm not sure if that's actually true with real quantum mechanics, but, you know, it's like... It's saying, like, quantum mechanics are often used as, like, being unlimited, or not unlimited, but multiple possibilities, and as soon as you observe it, it comes down to one possibility, right? I'm assuming the quantum thing here is to create... Yeah, it would make sense, because it's called the alters, right? So you create alternate versions of yourselves that would have happened if at some point in your life you would have made a different decision, and then you branch out from that life string, which is probably gonna be visible here at some point. Oh, that's so cool, oh my god. And because of that, we can gain the knowledge that we need, because we don't have it right now. But if, like, for example, he goes to college or something, and which he maybe didn't do, and then learns how machines work or something like that, he goes and studies for electronics, right? And he would have the knowledge, probably, maybe, to fix the engine. Is my thought process here. That's probably what's happening here, right? This is so cool. Oh my god, I love this. Dang. There's quite a lot of events here, and I think there's probably gonna be... Yeah, gonna be text to all of these, and I actually want to read all of these, obviously. But this episode... pretty much at the limit of its length that I want it to be, right? So, but we can only save once we wait. Maybe we just go to bed, actually.
How did they get it, and what for?
I don't want to continue the quest right now, because I might lose the option to read through the events, right? Why do I... I could just wait for 2 hours and then go to bed. Yeah, I don't really want to touch this right now, because this seems to... I wanted to finish the prologue, actually, in the first episode, but now I think it would make more sense of for cohesiveness, you know, like to end it here, because this seems to be like opening quite a new big chapter, right? The beginning of a new chapter, basically. Not necessarily of a chapter in the game, but like this is the big thing. This is gonna be the big mechanic, I think, right? Where we clone ourselves. It's not a clones, it's an alternate version. That's why it's alters, right? Sure, obviously. That took a different path. Oh, now it all makes sense. You know, like the monologue he was holding in the beginning, in the opening cinematic, when he was said, what was he saying? Something about how did I come here? Is this version of me or something like that? I think at some point he said something about branching, right? Which is why yeah, it all makes sense. I think we're just gonna go to bed in game. Save, and then unfortunately end this episode, I'm sorry. And at the beginning of next episode, we're gonna start with reading this whole live stream. I am so excited. Oh my god. This is so good. I love this. Oh god, I'm so intrigued. You know, up to this point, it was like, I mean, obviously, I know what 11-bit studios do. I know I've played Frostpunk, I've played this war of mine. Obviously, my expectations for this game are that they're gonna go down the same path as those games, right? I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. Like, for example, we're probably gonna be, you know, like, tested how are we gonna treat our clones, our alters? Are we gonna treat them as actual humans? Are we gonna treat them as resources, right? We're probably gonna have to make decisions at some point to sacrifice some of them or not and stuff like that. So that's what I'm assuming is gonna happen. Based on the games I've played so far from 11-bit studios. So obviously I always knew the potential that the game would have, but so far I was just like, yeah, this is just a simulation crafting sim. I agree. Survival crafting simulation, right? Game. With obvious focus on its narrative, because there's not a lot of survival crafting mechanics so far, and when you compare it to Valheim or something, where you literally need to build an axe first and go chop trees and stuff, it wasn't that intense on the survival mechanics yet, right? Or the crafting mechanics. But this is... wow, this is blowing my mind. I'm so looking forward to this. Alright, sleepy time. Hi, Tiny. And obviously my camera turned off because of the keyword. But yeah, thank you so much for watching episode 1 of Girgnos playing The Alters. I'm super intrigued now. Oh yes, boy. This is gonna be super fun. Or maybe not. It's probably gonna be super depressing. But you know, at this point, that's the same, right? So I hope I see you in the next episode. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.